welcome back to the World of Movie Melee. I am your host, Kaleb Koho, back again for another match in the Summer Series Singles Tournament. You know I love tournament time, so much so that I am here hosting in the middle of a move. So that's my dedication to watching these matches live and helping call them for you. And we got a good one today. Fun DMC and the Phoenix Club going head-to-head with David Nishimoto making his return to the singles division. It's been a hot second since we've seen David. Last time we saw him, I believe he's in a title picture at the end of last season, taking on some stiff competition. And this is the return, once again, of Jacoby Bancroft. His first time back in the tournament in a couple of years. The last time he was in this tournament, made some round one upsets, has beaten some pretty tough competitors, got really close in a couple of really tight matches too. And of course, who could forget Parlay, the greatest team to ever play. So lots of history here with Jacoby returning. And David, who is on a warpath in these tournaments, has, I think, never made it less than the semifinals. So both competitors, very skilled, very talented, and we'll hear what they're going to say right now as I bring them in with their interviews, starting with Phoenix Club's very own Jacoby Bancroft and his manager, the Esquire, Scott Harvey. This is your first time back in the Movie Melee singles tournament in, I think, a year or two. Last time you were here, solid round one matchup, but, you know, it's been a minute since you've been away. How do you feel about being back in a 32-person tournament like this?
I love tournaments. Tournaments are a lot of fun, and you know, I'm very excited to play such a great opponent. It's very scary to play such a talented, you know, opponent here, and that's very stressful. But you know, my motto this year is fun. You know, it's like a return to fun and have some good time. So I'm happy that Scott's here. I'm happy to be here, and we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, Jacoby should definitely have a little more confidence in himself than I think he has. Everyone knows what he can do in Melee and Fandom, whatever department it may be. I think this is one of those situations where just because he was away for a little bit, you know, resulted in him getting a lower seed than probably accurately reflects his knowledge and everything. But look, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And so we got one of the best today. And I think Jacoby is more than capable of doing this. So good luck to David, but better luck to us.
I like that.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Then we will drop out Scott. We'll bring in the opponent today, the higher ranked David Nishimoto and his manager tonight, the Jinx, John Marr. You guys, tournament time for you, David, has been a very good time for you historically. Are you looking to win the whole thing this year? How are you feeling about your chances in this tournament?
Well, yeah, of course I'm trying to win the whole thing every year, but I mean, I got to be honest, I haven't played in a while. I feel a little rusty. The first match of every tournament always makes me the most nervous. So I don't know much about Jacoby. I know he plays a lot of trivia, and it's going to be my work cut out for me. So yeah, just going to try my best, and you know, whatever happens.
I feel David's resume speaks for himself. Like, he just jumped in on a horror match I was playing a few weeks ago. He almost beat me. So David's being too humble. So David, just do what you do. You're going to be fine.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. So we'll drop out our managers and we'll get right into round number one, which works like this. This is the well-renowned whiteboard round, and it works like this. We're going to give you 8 questions from 8 different areas within the realm of general movie trivia. Should you get all 8 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number 1?
I also want to say that if he was in a horror match, I was also in a director/Travis Davin match last week as well. So I did pretty well at that. So do with that as you
go. Well, we'll see if either of that knowledge pays off as we get into your first question in the category of classics. What city does a streetcar named Desire take place in? I have ridden a streetcar. It was not named Desire. I don't even think it had a name. It was just in Main Street, USA. It was a pretty nice way to get around Disneyland. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with David.
Louisiana.
And we'll go with Jacoby.
Said New York City.
We were looking for New Orleans. So no purple rounds here today. Right state for David, but we're looking for New Orleans. So your second question will come in the category of Oscars. What Oscar has been won by Up, The Social Network, and Jaws? I think these questions are always fun. It makes you kind of figure out the thread between movies that normally we would have no base thread for. Pretty fun. It's a good kind of question. I commend our writers. I don't even know who wrote this round one. Never mind, I do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jacoby.
I said best score.
We'll go to David.
That's the best original score.
Both are correct. Best original score, best score. 1-1 as we get to your third question in the category of family. Ferdinand is what specific animal in Babe?
Ooh. That's
We're
pretty
brushing
good
that
there.
old chestnut off. Let's talk about Babe. I've never seen it. I can't really, anthropomorphic creatures. Can never go wrong in film. The Kraken was a great one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go back to David.
Duck.
And we'll go to Jacoby.
I said a sheep.
Duck is correct. So David will take the 1 point lead, 2-1 as we get to your next question, the category of recent releases. What family member does AMLETH vow to kill in The Norseman? I think that's supposed to be The Northman. But it's all right. It's all good to the writer who wrote it. I also just momentarily sat there, read it, and I was like, I'm just going to trust the writer. And as soon as it came out of my mouth, I'm like, I think the writer is wrong. But, well, Bill's better at this than I am. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Jacoby.
The Norseman still works as the title for that movie, too. I said his uncle?
And David.
Yeah, I said his uncle.
Uncle is correct. So 3-2 as we get to our next question in the category of romantic comedies. What 1977 romantic comedy stars Richard Dreyfuss as an actor who falls for a former dancer played by Marsha Mason? Marsha. It is so hard to do this on your own. I miss Bill and Mark and Dylan and all of you. Whenever you're not here, I'm like, whoever could have been here, I've been mint.
No.
So, Mark and Bill do a great job with this. So is Dylan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go back over to David.
The Goodbye Girl.
And Jacoby.
That's an officer and a gentleman, but no.
The Goodbye Girl is correct. So 4-2 as we get to your next question, the category of comedy. Who plays rock star Nick Rivers in Top Secret? I know many top secret things in my long tenured run as running this channel. None of them are that interesting, to be honest. And eventually all top secret things get leaked somehow. So it's nothing secret. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jacoby.
Chevy Chase.
And David.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer is correct. So 5-2 as we get to your penultimate question in the category of actors and actresses. What character has been portrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dwayne Johnson, and Tate Donovan? Fun brain teaser of a question. I too have once played multiple characters. Senior year. It's great. Godfall's a good show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to David.
Hercules.
And Jacoby.
Who almost didn't get that. Hercules.
Hercules is correct. So we move into your final question, the category of horror. What horror film is about a couple who find out the motel room they're staying in is used to record snuff films by a gang, including the motel owner? A lot of words. I'm doing this a little under the weather. My throat very much does hurt. And so saying a lot of words like that in a row. But to the test. It's great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As then we'll go to Jacoby.
VHS.
And we'll go to David.
Vacancy.
Vacancy is correct. So at the end of round number 1, I have David in the lead with 7, Jacoby trailing with 3. But anything can happen as we get to round number 2, which is the wheel round, and it works like this. You're each going to get a chance to spin from the Lovely Wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to going down to multiple choice, but it devalues it down to being only worth 1. You also can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on the second time. There is stealing in this round. All 3 repeats are in effect for both competitors as well as challenges. Any questions as we get in round number 2?
Nope.
All right, then your categories on the wheel tonight are Trevor Rabin, fandom, horror icons, comedy, action adventure, drama, sports, directors, recent releases, and spinners and opponent's choice. David, you are in the lead, so we'll bring in John Marr, your manager. Would you like to go first or defer?
Well, David, I want to say that I am proud of you. And if you have an opinion, I'm willing to hear it. But everyone's going to tell you to defer. But whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll do the safe choice. I'll defer.
Okay.
All right.
And we'll say goodbye to John and hello to Scott as we spin the first spin for Jacoby, and it lands on action adventure. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
That's a pretty good category for me.
Yeah, I think it is. Obviously, we are in a situation where we need points, but I think I would feel okay with this.
I can at least navigate. Yeah, it's general. I think I'd feel better navigating through it, I think, a little bit more than landing on something that I pray to God I have to land on one of my strengths and get all the answers wrong. That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I should probably go with I can work my way
Fair
through
enough.
action adventure. Let's keep
it. Let's keep it.
All right, action adventure is the choice. So Jacoby, your first question in action adventure.
Okay.
In the Bourne franchise, who plays CIA Section Chief Ward Abbott?
Brian Cox.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. How does John Matrix kill Bennett in the climactic fight in Commando?
He impales him.
That is correct for 2 points.
Cool down or something like that.
True. Your third question. What action film has performances by Michelle Rodriguez, Jeremy Renner, and LL Cool J?
That's SWAT.
It is SWAT for 2 more points. Your penultimate question, action adventure. Who directed 1998's Ronin?
Ooh. Who did direct Ronin? This movie that Aaron J. I think loves.
5, 4, 3.
Let's go down to multiple choice, please.
All right, multiple choice options are A, William Friedkin, B, Rennie Harlan, C, Sidney Lumet, or D, John Frankenheimer.
Ooh, all great options. Let's go with D, as in dog.
D, John Frankenheimer is correct for 1 point.
Thank you, French Connection 2.
There you go. And your final question, action adventure. How does Gray Trace become paralyzed in Upgrade?
Ooh, dang. Didn't see this one. Discount Tom Hardy, if that's the main guy. How did he become paralyzed? Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, shooting, B, pushed off a cliff, C, car accident, or D, skiing accident.
Car accident.
That is correct for 1 more point. So at the end of his turn, Jacoby gets the score up to 11. David maintains his score at 7. As we will bring back the wheel and John for David's spin.
I'm not going to stand for this Logan Marshall green slander.
And you
David,
land on opponent's choice.
I like it too.
Opponent's choice. So,
He's
John, unfortunately, you are useless to me at the moment. Scott, you will be returned in.
Let me see the
I will show
list.
you your list right here. Everything can be given except for action entry.
Okay, I mean, I just don't think we can give him a general category, Jacoby. Like,
Especially not sports.
I mean, all this stuff is good for him. Director, sports.
Yeah. Sports,
Probably
probably
knows
recent releases.
also, yeah.
So even though it's the category he's probably studied.
Yeah, I think we just
it's-
have to roll the dice and go horror icons.
And this will be good because I can hear the questions and see if I would have known them. So
Sure. There's that
Yeah.
at least.
horror icons.
Oh, great round, by the way.
Oh,
Horror
thank you.
icons.
I've already won. I did better in the round 2 than sorry. Yes.
Horror icons is the category. Jacoby, I just gotta say I missed you. All right. Horror icons. David, are you ready for your questions?
Yep.
All right, your first question. Besides Robert Englund, how many actors appear in both Dream Warriors and The Dream Master?
Two.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. What director makes a cameo as Dr. Wimmer in Jason X?
That's the right guy. David Cronenberg.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Can I bring Scott in for a sec?
Sure.
So,
When was their Ginyu match, title match?
again,
that a while?
against who?
Be kind, fuckers. Rewind, fuckers.
Was this question asked? Is that what you're saying?
In that match, I thought there was the round 1 question of which director cameos as this character in Jason X, and the answer was David Cronenberg. So it was a match that I thought he was in.
Yeah, and I mean that was been in this season, right? So that would be a valid challenge if that actually did happen.
And I apologize for this because I've watched a lot of matches in a row, but I was pretty sure it was Ginyu Force, and I remember both of you guys answered it.
Okay.
Is that a challenge?
All right, we are back from the challenge. We reviewed that match, and that question was not asked in that round 1. So, unfortunately, Jacoby will lose his challenge, and David will retain the points. We move on tied 11-11 as we get to David's third question of Phantom Horror Icons. The finale of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, is set at what kind of location?
A mine?
That is incorrect. Jacoby the chance for the 2-point steal.
Do I hear the question again? Do you say it again? Or...
I do not. You can use
Okay, sorry, just checking.
There you go.
The finale.
3, 2,
A house.
1. That's also incorrect. We're looking for a school. A school.
Said finale.
All right. So we move on to your next question, which is in the category of horror icons, which is Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare opens with a quote from what philosopher?
Oh, fuck. Okay, multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Aristotle, B. Immanuel Kant, C. Plato, or D. Friedrich Nietzsche.
A.
A. Aristotle is incorrect. Jacoby with a chance for the 1 point steal. Your options are A. Aristotle, B. Immanuel Kant, C. Plato, or D. Friedrich Nietzsche.
I think it's D, as in dog.
D is correct for the 1 point steal. And David, your final question in Fandom Horror Icons. What is used to kill Vinny after he leaves his car in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A. Flare, B. Shears, C. Meat cleaver, or D. Chainsaw.
Go Shears.
Shears is incorrect. Jacoby with the chance for 1 point. So your options are A. Flare, B. Shears, C. Meat cleaver, or D. Chainsaw.
I think it's a flare.
Flare is correct for another
That's my
1
first
point
second.
steal. So at the end of round number 2, Jacoby leads 13 to David's 11. Anything can happen as we get into round number 3, which is the patented Pick Your Poison round. We're going to let our competitors choose what categories they would like to receive questions at a 1, 2, 3, and 4 point value. You cannot overlap the same category at the same point value as your opponent. We will let the competitors choose their categories and get back to you momentarily. Their categories tonight being actors and actresses, 2010s, 2000s, Alfred Hitchcock, recent releases, romantic comedies, family, and war. We'll be back with their choices momentarily. All right, our competitors have chosen their categories, and David, since you are behind, we start with you. You've chosen your 1 pointer in the category of the 2010s. Your question is, who directed Argo?
Ben Affleck.
That is correct for 1 point. We will stick with you for your 2 pointer in the category of the 2000s. Who plays Sister James, the young and new teacher in Doubt?
Amy Adams.
That is correct for 2 more points and the lead. So now we bounce back over to Jacoby for his 1 pointer in the category of the 2000s. And your question is, Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, and Jodie Foster star in what 2000s crime film?
Inside Man.
That is correct for 1 point. And since we are now tied, Jacoby has more questions left on the board, so we stay with him for his 2 pointer in romantic comedies, or as the kids call them, rom-coms. The question is, what specific kind of business does Kathleen run in You've Got Mail?
A bookstore.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead once again. So we bounce back to David for his 3, which he also selected in the category of romantic comedies. Your 3-point question is, which family member of Kate Hudson's character dies at the beginning of the film Raising Helen? And we're looking for a semi-specific answer.
Repeat the question.
Right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. Which family member of Kate Hudson's character dies at the beginning of the film Raising Helen? And we're looking for a semi-specific answer.
So, her sister.
That is correct for 3 points. So we will bounce back over to Jacoby for his 3-pointer in the 2010s. The question is, in The Descendants, What happens to Matt's wife Elizabeth to put her in a coma, eventually leading to her death?
Dang, I did watch this like a few years ago too. This is not a short amount of time.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. Jacoby's first repeat the question again. In The Descendants, what happens to Matt's wife Elizabeth to put her in a coma, eventually leading to her death?
What happens? I don't know why this is my gut. This could be way off, but no, that doesn't make any sense. What happens to
5, 4.
Use one more.
2.
Repeat the question.
That is your second repeat. In The Descendants, what happens to Matt's wife Elizabeth to put her in a coma, eventually leading to her death?
Realtors say. Dang.
5, 4, 3,
Car accident.
1. Incorrect. We're looking for a boating accident.
Ooh.
Boating accident.
The other one I was debating was surfing accident, which would have still been wrong, but I was just like, you can't get hurt
Wrong,
that
but
bad
close.
surfing.
Yes,
Yeah. I was-
All right, so it comes down to this. We stay with Jacoby for his 4-pointer. If he hits it, he'll send it back to David to answer his 4-pointer. If Jacoby misses, David will win the match. So, Jacoby, you've chosen your 4-pointer in the category of recent releases.
Yep.
And your question is, what is the nickname of the assassin that kills people by poisoning them with boomslang venom in Bullet Train?
Fuck. Dang it. Yeah, you pretty much got it. I mean, suspenseful. I might know it. She is. I know who the character is. I think. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. This is Jacoby's
Last one.
final repeat. Your question again.
Nah.
What is the nickname of the assassin that kills people by poisoning them with boomslang venom in Bullet Train?
Fuck. Black Mamba.
And your winner, Die Hard, David Nishimoto. The
Good game.
answer we're looking for was the Hornet. The
Hornet. Yeah.
I think that was an insanely close game. Down to the wire. Great match, back and forth. We'll go ahead. We'll start with our second place finisher, Jacoby. That was a really, really great showing from you. Maybe not the strongest start, but you powered through a round 2. You put up a great round 3 that just kind of stalled out just at the end, but it was a shootout all the way through. You had the lead coming in around 2. For someone who has not necessarily played this part of the game as often as you used to, coming back to it, you seem to have sort of knocked a lot of ring rust off and are coming back with really solid performances. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm very sorry that, because when you're in a faction stuff, of course you want to do well for your faction. So I was like, I apologize, Scott, and I apologize,
It's okay. I already lost too, so.
So it's fine with this. But like, it was very exciting for me because it's like I really didn't have a great round 1, but round 2 I was like, all right, I do know some things, right? Like I did know this stuff, and I knew his steals, which was my strength. So I was happy that I got those steals. And then I was close on the round 4, which anything could happen. But I knew going into this was going to be tough, and I just had a lot of fun. And I think if I had lost horribly again, I'd be like, why am I doing this? This isn't fun. But then I did okay. So I'm like, this is still a lot of fun, and I like playing, and I enjoy playing, and I'll keep getting better. It's going to take a while to get back to the level I was, but I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress.
Yeah, Jacoby played great. look, I freaking knew when Bullet Train came out, that stupid movie, and everyone in the community was throwing 5 stars on it. I was like, this movie is going to be coming up in trivia matches, and I'm still not going to rewatch it, and it will probably come back to haunt us. And obviously, I wasn't playing in the match this time, but yeah, doesn't give me any fonder feelings towards the film. But anyway, Jacoby did great. You know, he had a tough round 1, battled back, had a great round 2 with a general category. And then, you know, I think the category list wasn't necessarily what we would have loved in round 3, and you know, that played out that way. But no shame in taking David all the way to the last question. So he's an awesome player.
Yeah, no, he's great, and I hope he continues to go on and continue beating his record from last year. I mean, wait, no, I need to root for us. I hope he loses, I guess. I don't know if anyone's.
No, you guys put up a great game, and obviously we will not be seeing the last of you anytime soon. Is there anyone you were hoping to face off with in this arena next time you're back in the ring?
Are you still playing? Are you? Do you no, you're tired.
I am not on the active roster, but I'm around. If
come back
if
for a
need
group.
If need be, I might do it. If Cody permits, I may come back for a match or two every now and then to answer a call out. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll
We
see.
gotta see the
I
parlay
might.
Civil War. The parlay
We
Civil
may.
War.
We
People
may
are
have to
asking
parlay
for that. I hear that all the
is
time.
True. It's true. I've never not heard about us fighting since the day
Exactly.
partly broke up. So yeah, I guess we have to do it at some point. So maybe I'll give that a solid consideration. I mean, no, I ran away for a reason. I'm scared. So great game, and we will see you guys again real soon. We will go to our winner today, David. You have once again for your third straight tournament made it out of round 1, continuing the goal forward and moving on. How do you feel about your win today?
You know, I mean, being a higher seed just adds a lot more pressure, I feel, every match. But yeah, I almost screwed myself up with that first question, mishearing it. So I mean, that just jammed up a lot of stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, that second round, I mean, those movies blend a lot together, so it's just hard to distinguish a lot. And,
yeah, I was trying to telepathically send you every single answer. It didn't work. So
yeah,
you know.
I mean, I saw Jason fall down a well or some mine thing or something, and I thought that was whatever. But yeah, I mean, finally, I mean, thank God that I got my questions right in the third round, and then just had to hope and pray that Jacoby didn't know his last 2. So yeah, it was a great game, Jacoby. I mean, shoot, that was it made it a lot of fun. I mean, that was
the match had everything. It had back and forth scoring, horror questions, Logan Marshall green slander, Payson being incredibly sexy backstage, like everything you could want in a match. It was crazy.
Yes, everything you want, so and more, and so yeah, I just can't wait to take. Now I can take a break a little bit and then study for the next one. So
yeah, the slip ups you made, I'm happy you made them here and not down the road. That's good. Shake it off. We'll be good next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, you get a tiny break, I guess. But being in tournament time, there is absolutely going to be another match for you with round 2. We don't know all the matchups. We've not publicly revealed brackets at this time. Is there anyone that you anticipate being in this tournament? Anyone that is in this tournament that you're hoping to get a shot at again later rounds in this tournament?
Bar's not in this one, right? Both in this one. Is Cameron Holtzman in this one?
Cameron Holtzman is in this tournament.
Well, I mean, I haven't. I think singles wise, he's won more against me than lost. So I would love to have another shot at him one day, but not soon. Maybe I'll earn my way there. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, just whoever comes next, I'll be ready.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your win, and we'll see you in the next round. That is going to do it for us here at Movie Melee. Thank you so much for tuning in for another match here in the Summer Series Singles Tournament. For everyone here, that has been Jacoby, that has been Scott, that has been David, that has been John. I have been Caleb, and this has been Movie Melee. And we'll see you guys real soon with another great match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming
storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Goodbye.